Yes, welcome my dear students. In the last class we have learned about your third and fourth program in your part B, and now please observe some little modification in your part B fourth program. That modification is you need not write this condition, these conditions in your program. Okay, this condition is not required. You can remove this. If j less than or equal to 3, yield is removed from square, and if j less than or equal to 3, remove this stop method. And here also this is the same thing. If j less than or equal to 3, try to remove these till to here, up to here. Okay, and now we are going to be learning last program. I think so, it is the last program, right? Let me check. Yes, so this is the package program. You have to give more attention. Okay, so this is the package program. In this package program, this is a very important question. Most of the time this question will be asked. Now let us see what is the program. Create a package to convert temperature into centigrade into Fahrenheit. What is the program? We have to convert the temperature into centigrade into Fahrenheit. We have to convert the temperature centigrade into Fahrenheit, and one more package to calculate simple interest. So here two packages we have to supposed to create. And we have to do one by using the temperature conversion, and another one is for simple interest. So next, what is the question? Implement both packages in main. So we have to develop the packages in main function or the main method, okay, by accepting the required input of each. So you have to supposed to supply the input value from the main method, and you have to process by calling this package program. Now let us see what we are actually doing. So here we are writing one code up to here. Please make a note. What is this? So package temperature. In your notepad you have to type this package temperature, and you are starting public class temp. Please observe, your class is declared as a public, and the name of the class is temp. Okay, and now you are writing one method. What is the method you are writing in this temp? Public float calc. What is the name of the method? Calc. Okay, here you are supplying one parameter, that is a float c. What is the parameter you are supplying? That is float c. Okay, so float c is exist, means you are supplying the centigrade and you are calculating the Fahrenheit. Now we will see what is the formula for calculating Fahrenheit formula. Okay, so whenever I am supplying the temperature in centigrade, we have to calculate the Fahrenheit. So this is the code we are writing in the package temperature. Okay, so now I am declaring our local variable float f is equal to 32.0 f. So this is the value you have to supposed to specify, 32.0 f indicates it is a floating point value, into plus c into 9.0 f by 5.0 f. This should be mentioned. So this is the formula of converting temperature centigrade into Fahrenheit. So what is the formula? F is equal to c into 9 by 5 plus 32. Okay, 32 plus c into 9 by 0 by f 5.0, 9 by 5 into c plus 32. Actually it is a formula, right? Okay, whoever it is calling, it will return, whoever calling this method, it will return this formula. Okay, now please observe what actually I am doing in my notepad. I am writing these statements, and first I am writing the package temperature. It means in your directory, where is the root directory? JDK 1.4 bin. This is the root directory, right? In that directory you have to create the folder with the name temperature. Okay, what you have to supposed to do? You have to create a folder in bin folder as a temperature folder, and you have to save these code with temp.java, and you have to store in the folder called temperature. That folder temperature should be present in bin directory. Okay, and now we are writing one more package. Here this package is finished, and we are writing one more package. What is the name of the package? Simple interest. simple interest. Okay, package simple interest, we have to do simple interest formula, right? So for that I am writing public class simple, public class simple. Now please observe here, public float interest. What is the name of the function? Interest. So even if your method, you are using the method you have to supposed to declare as a public. Why? Because you are accessing from the packages, you are accessing from the folders, right? Okay, now you are writing public float interest. Interest is the name of the function. You are declaring float p, float t, float r. So as we know, simple interest formula is ptr by 100. So you are supplying three float values, you are supplying three float values. Okay, float p, float t, float r. So whoever calling this method, it will return this value, p into t into r by 100.0f, p into t into r by 100.0f. Okay, so now what I have to supposed to do, I have to supposed to place these code in JDK 1.4 bin directory. We have to create one folder. What is the name of the folder? That is a simple interest. What is the name of the folder? That is simple interest. Okay, and you have to save this file with the simple in the folder simple interest. This simple interest folder should be present in bin folder, and bin folder should be present in your JDK 1.4 software. Got it? So these are the two packages I have defined. Now I am writing the main program. In the main program, what I am exactly doing, please observe here. Import simple interest dot simple. Import simple interest dot simple. Okay, then what I am actually doing, I am importing this simple interest folders. Okay, this package, it consists of a class file simple. So I am loading that simple class file in my program, and I am writing one more statement, import temperature dot temp. Temperature dot temp. It means I am importing temperature folder. In that temperature folder, it consists of temperature class file that will be included in my program. Okay, in this program. Now import java.io.star. This is the built-in package we have to supposed to use to give input and output value. Now I am writing the class. What is the name of the class? Class name is demon. What is the name of the class? Demon. In this I am writing the main method. Public static void main string args is the main method. And now please observe here, this is the temp class, right? For the temp class, it is consist in the temperature folder. I am creating the object for the temp class. Okay, what is the name of the temp class? Object tm. And I am also creating the object for simple class, that is s. This simple class is exist in your simple interest folder. Okay, now I am writing try catch block. Please observe here, try catch block. Within the try, I am developing the implementation code. First I am writing your input object. First, what is this statement? I am creating the input object. Okay, data input stream db is equal to new data input stream of system dot in. So what does it mean? I am creating the input object. Okay. Yes, I have created the input object. The name of the object is db. So we have to process your centigrade Fahrenheit as well as the simple interest. So for that I have to declare the variable, relevant variables. Okay, float f for some Fahrenheit, c for centigrade, p for principal amount, t for time, r for rate of interest, and a result variable. Okay, so likewise whatever the variables you are processing, you have to declare. Now you are defining one output statement, it will print as it is. Okay, and next you are writing one output statement, enter system.out.println. You are writing the output statement. What is the output statement will display? Enter the temperature in centigrade. You have to enter the temperature in centigrade, it will display an output. Now please observe here, we have to enter the value from the keyboard. To enter the value from the keyboard, we have to use the input object db.readline. Whatever the value you are reading from the keyboard, it is acting as a string, and you are forcefully converting into float because you have declared the required data type as float. Okay, and you are converting into float and you are storing in C. Okay, whatever the value you have read from the keyboard, it is a string forcefully converted into float and you are storing in the variable c. Now f is equal to tm. What is the tm? Tm is the object of temperature class dot calc. You are calling object of the class of object of the methods, object method of a class, and you are supplying this parameter. This c will be passed here. This c will be passed here. You are calling this method, right? Whatever the value you have read, it will come here. C plus 32 into 9.0 by 5.0, it will be processed and it will store some value in f and it will return f. Whoever calling, it will return value f uh, to this calling function. To this calling function, the value will be written and the final result will be stored in your f. Now I am displaying the output. Temperature in foreign heat is plus f. Whatever the processed data that it gives an output and it is displayed in your screen. Okay, next I am displaying the as it is format, and now I am displaying one output statement. Enter the principal amount. So you have to read the value from the keyboard, and whatever the value you are reading is treated as a string, and you have to forcefully convert it into float, and you are storing in variable p. And you are writing one more output statement. Enter the time period. You have to read the value from the keyboard. So whatever the value you are reading from the keyboard is a string, you have to forcefully convert into float and store in the time. And once again you are writing one more output statement. Enter the rate of interest. So you have to read it from the keyboard, db.readline, and if it is a string, you have to forcefully convert it into float and you have to store in r. Okay, now in the result, this s, what is s? S is the object of simple class, right? And s dot interest, you are calling that method by supplying this ptr value, whatever the value you have read from the keyboard. And whenever you call this method, it will go here in this folder. In this folder this class is consist, and whatever the value you have passed, it will be replaced here and it will process. Now after the processing, it will returns, right? So processed value will be returned to the calling function. So here the value will be written and that returned value will be stored in the result variable. Now you are displaying the simple interest is result. Okay, so if any error is occurred in this block, it will be catched by the catch block. So we have written the catch block, and here your main method ends and your class ends. Okay, so if you run your program, please observe here I have taken the highest version. Here in your output screen it is showing as highest version, but let me check whether it will work in our lower version or not. Okay, so you have to compile java c temp.java, java c simple.java, java c daemon.java, java daemon. Likewise we have to compile. We will see how it will execute in our jdk 1.4. okay, so first it is asked for the enter the temperature in centigrade. If I enter the 37, the foreign heat value is 98.6. It will ask for the principal amount, rate of interest, time, and it is showing simple interest, right? So now let me show you to execution of this program. This is part B. This is fifth program. Please observe here I am having simple interest folder. I am opening here. Already here these files are exist. Okay, but what I am doing is I don't want copy everything. I will show you. I am copying this much only. Okay, edit with notepad++. So this is a program I am copying and I am saving file, save as, and I am ensuring that in C drive jdk 1.4 bin, right? Now please observe here I am creating a folder. Now already I have typed, right? So I am creating the folder. So what is the name of the folder? Simple interest. Okay, simple interest formula, and open. If I open that, it will open simple interest. In this I have to save it as simple.java. So you have to supposed to save simple.java. Got it? Yes, simple interest. We have created the same, right? If any mistake is happened, you have to check in three files. You have to check in three files. Please make a note. If one mistake has come, you have to check these three files. Okay, yes. Now I am copying the another file, that is the temperature. So this is our program. I am opening and I am saving. Please observe here, while saving I am ensuring that where I am exactly saving. Save as, yes, I am taking C drive. In the C drive, JDK 1.4 bin. Here I have to supposed to create a new folder, right? I am creating new folder. Its name is temperature. Sure, TEMPERATURA. So I am opening that folder. Okay, and I am saving. Please observe here, bin directory for temperature directory is the temp.java. Okay, I have saved. Right, now I am opening my main file. What is the main file? Daemon. So I am opening it with notepad++. This is our program and I am copying. Okay, I'm copying and I am ensuring that while saving, where I am saving, you just make a note. I'm giving as a save as option. I'm taking C drive, JDK 1.4 bin. Okay, in bin folder I am saving demon.java. Okay, in bin folder I am saving demon.java. Clear? Yes. Now let me take our command prompt, cmd. Yes, call that cd slash cd jdk 1.4 slash bin. Right, now compile your file program. Before compiling that, we have to log in into simple interest. So in this simple interest, is there any file? Please observe, simple.java file is there. Let me compile javac simple.java. So it is showing like that. You don't worry, and you have to log out from the simple interest by pressing cd dot dot. Okay, now you have to log in into temperature, TEMPERATURA. Yes, dir. So this temp.java is there. Once again compile it, javac temp.java. Yes, okay, cd dot dot. Okay, now you are compiling your main program demon.java. If any error is exist, it will show. So please observe here, I do not have any errors. Okay, that is why it is showing as no. You have to do these procedures. If you don't do these procedures, please observe here, it will comes. Here it will comes. Even if it is comes, not, don't worry. Okay, now I'm minimizing my command prompt and I'm opening my C drive. Let me open JDK 1.4 bin folder. Here it consists of simple interest. So please observe here, I have compiled. After the compile, even if it is shown as not operable, right? Please observe here, even it is showing as javac is not operable in your temperature folder or simple interest folder, but here it has converted source code into class file. Okay, this java source code into class file as conversion has done. Clear? So now let me run my program. I have compiled that much only. Now I am running java daemon. If I run, it will show. So if you have to do these procedures, please make a note. Okay, enter the temperature in centigrade. I am giving 37. If it is a 37, it is 98.6. I am giving the value 10,000.50. Time period is 1.1. Rate of interest is 9.8. So simple interest is this much you have to supposed to pay. Okay, whether it is true or false, you have to check it. Clear? Yes, I hope you have understand this concept, right? What we have done, I will explain once again. Okay, what we have done, we have created and stored simple interest source code. Simple.java is stored in simple interest and temp.java in temperature folder. That these two folders should be present in JDK 1.4 bin. and your daemon program should be present here. Okay, so your daemon.java is exist, and now you are compiling Java. First let us check once again. I'm showing you how to log in into simple interest. Cd space simple interest, right? dir, type the dir. What are the directory? It consists of any files. Now it is showing two files, Java file as well as class file. Anyhow, once again you just compile it, java c simple.java. So it is showing as not operable. No problem. Now we have to log out from simple interest folder. For that I'm giving cd dot dot. Okay, now we have to log in into temperature, cd space temperature, right? In this type the dir. It is showing two files. Earlier it is not having two files, it is showing only one file. Now it is showing two files. Okay, even though I'm compiling once again my java file, java c temp.java, it is showing java c is not recognizable, but you don't worry, you just keep it as it is and log out from temperature folder, cd dot dot. Now you have to compile your main file, that is wherever the main method is exists, that file, that is denom.java. So sorry, what is the file name? Daemon. Yes, daemon.java. Daemon.java, there is no error. Now run it, java daemon. If you run, it will ask enter the temperature in centigrade. I'm entering it is in 37 and it is showing, and you can give any amount, 9 lakhs. Okay, time period is 3 years. Rate of interest is 15.9. So what is the amount you have to supposed to pay? Simple interest, whether it is 9 lakh or 90 lakh, it's 10, 100,000, 10,000 lakh. Yes. Okay, simple interest you have to supposed to pay for that 3 years is either 3 year or per month. Units, tens, hundreds, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 4 lakh 29,300 rupees you have to supposed to pay. Okay, so that much will become clear. Yes, hope you understand this concept, and we'll see in next lab program. Okay, yes, see you.